Pass rushing is something no NFL team has enough of. Luckily, the Raiders have one of the best in Khalil Mack. He's a one-man wrecking crew who dominates even against triple teams. The problem is, you can't expect that every snap. Mack needs help, particularly from the inside. There simply isn't any consistent pressure elsewhere. Bruce Irvin has his moments on the other side. There's a small chance he can be cut, but I wouldn't count on it. He's excellent at the strip sack, but I think he's best used as a linebacker and then a pass rusher on third down. The problem is, the Raiders don't have many other options. Let's get this duo some help and look at the pass rushers in free agency. The first player is Ezekiel Ansah of the Detroit Lions. He's the most proven pass rusher and is only 29 years old. Production isn't the problem, health is. The best ability is availability, and you can't help the team if you're not on the field. When he is on the field, his ceiling is very high. If he stays healthy, there's little doubt he can reach double-digit sacks and make the Pro Bowl. The superstar potential makes him interesting, but that could also make him too expensive. Arguably, the second best pass rusher is the Redskins' Trent Murphy. He's only 27 and had a good season in 2016. The problem is, he tore his ACL in 2017. He got hurt early in the season, so he'll likely be fine for the season. However, I always think it takes a full year to recover from a knee injury. The injury might make his contract a little bit more reasonable. He's a borderline Pro Bowl caliber player the Raiders can get at a reasonable price. Another injured player with high upside is Alex Okafor of the Saints. He's gotten better each year and was playing at a high level before tearing his Achilles. Sadly, he got hurt late in the year and might not be ready for the season. He might be willing to sign a short-term deal to show that he recovered from the injury. He's only 27 and has the youth to bounce back and produce big time. This next guy you might have forgotten about. Coney Ealy was traded to the Patriots only to be released. The Jets signed him and he played well early but dropped off as the season wore on. Remember, this is the guy who dominated in the Super Bowl with the Panthers just 2 years ago. He has shown plenty of times that he can play, and I think he'd fit perfectly with Mack and the Raiders. Hopefully, every other team has forgotten about him too, and the Raiders pounce. The next guy is a bit of a sleeper in Dion Jordan. Ironically, the Raiders traded back so the Dolphins could draft this guy. He's had multiple problems on and off the field and hasn't produced until this season. He played in 5 games and dominated with 4 sacks. Something about this makes this feel like a Raiders move. They got Chucky back and can resurrect a talented player's career. By all accounts, he was a model teammate on the Seahawks. If all is clear mentally, I think this signing just fits with the Raiders. If you look at the stat sheet for 2017, Adrian Claiborne will stick out with his 9.5 sacks. However, 6 came in one game when the Cowboys never adjusted. In my mind, he's a solid player, best used in a rotation. He's a starter and solid all around. He's not a superstar like his stats might suggest, but he can definitely play. He's 30 years old, and the Raiders certainly would improve if he was added to the roster. He could slide inside and provide some much needed pass rush in passing situations. The next 2 players will depend if you think the Raiders are Super Bowl contenders who just need a few pieces. First up is Julius Peppers. Peppers is 38, a future Hall of Famer, and one of my favorite players over the years. He showed he can still play last year, and looks like he can still play at a high level for a few more years. He's best used as a situational pass rusher and can help out Mack. I'd love to see him in silver and black, but my guess is he stays with the Panthers. The last player is very similar to Peppers. Dwight Freeney still has a devastating spin move. The thing is, he's probably good for about 15 to 20 snaps a game. The Raiders couldn't get off the field last year on 3rd and long. Perhaps Freeney can help out in that situation. No matter what, Freeney will wait until the season starts before deciding. He'll see if a team like the Raiders are true contenders first. It'll mean the Raiders are having a great season if he chooses to sign.